May buntag mga katribo. Welcome to Ask Mami Lu episode 10 part 3. Planting Trees, the Climate Change series. This episode is requested by Norman Baloro, JC Ronquillo, Jade Española, and Solita Gomez. Please share this video if you think this can help someone. Now, back to Ask Mami Lu episode 10 part 3. Planting Trees, the Climate Change series. Just a brief background, the climate change adaptation and protection of Mother Earth works hand in hand. That is why we have to come up with three-part series to discuss in detail the things we do to protect Mother Earth and at the same time create a habitable safe space in our community amidst climate change. Let us first understand the current status of climate change in the Philippines setting. According to Social Weather Station survey, 93% of Pinoys experience impact of climate change. Some 76% of the respondents believe that humanity can do something to stop or slow down climate change if everyone really tried, while 23% said it is beyond humanity's control. A large majority of 88% also agreed that people like themselves can do something to reduce climate risks. This is what I believe. Maybe some of us are part of the 83% who are willing to do something to reduce risk. So today, for our part 3, our topic will be planting trees. Understanding the importance of planting trees is no-brainer, right? Still, I would like to present some obvious reasons why planting trees should be a way of life. Number one, it can be a source of food. Planting trees does not only limit to hardwood like nara or acacia trees. We can plant fruit trees so that we can enjoy the benefits even in our backyard like guava, banana, calamansi, chico, and many more. So if we plant this around, this is also an opportunity for the birds. If you want to see the birds, the butterflies, and the insects to thrive, then we have to plant trees around us. And also, just like we learned that even the bats from the island garden city of Samal will travel to Davao City to eat. So we are also contributing to their food chain. Number two, trees can be our natural air conditioner. Trees don't only provide shade and absorbs carbon dioxide, but also a cooling solution in our hot weather. Now, if you can remember, if you are walking along streets, now with trees, there is a big difference just walking with covered concrete, no pavements in the streets. So they're really a natural air conditioner, and also they really provide, no, they neutralize the hot weather. Then number three is planting trees prevents floods and other climate change disasters like storm, typhoon, like the mangroves. So if you can remember in the different typhoons that happen in several areas in the country, just like even in Region 11 in Davao Oriental, that the damage of the storms and the typhoons had been minimized with the presence of mangroves. So if we plant more trees, especially the mangroves, so the storms and typhoons are inevitable as part of climate change, then they would be able to also help and protect, especially the population, the residents in the community. Number four is planting trees can educate the young. As trees are being cut here in the urban, some children don't even know what a guava tree looks like. Yeah, that's true. Because even in our village, the children does not know guava leaves, just like passion fruits, even the what we call that balimbing, and even the chico. So we have to plant trees around, even in the urban areas. They can only be placed in the containers because sometimes they have some requirements in the school. What are the samples of these avocado leaves, bayabas leaves, or guava leaves? and other calamansi leaves. And sometimes the children are not really familiar. Even the scent and the smell of these natural trees or fruit trees, they are not familiar with it. So planting is also educating the children, and it also provides them an opportunity. Just like in our small space in our village, what you can see is that children would be there to catch the spiders and some insects. I think it's a requirement in school to find one live one. So it is a venue for them to find a place, no, for these living organisms and this habitat of insects, butterflies and fireflies around. So because we have to train, not only the children would see that in the digital or in the cell phone. So planting trees, it's a great opportunity to educate again our children, the real and living uh, life, no, that thrives around planting trees. Before I proceed, let me know your thoughts about this episode. Please comment down below. Ask Mami Lou is also available on YouTube, so please like and subscribe. Number 5. Planting trees will give us free fuel. You don't need to cut tree to have firewood. You can just trim the branches and you can now cook your food without spending. Actually, it happened because we have a coconut tree, we have some chico tree, balimbing tree, bayabas tree uh, around our area. So during COVID, but before COVID, I just pile it up for composting. The leaves and the branches are there. So during COVID, so we have difficulty to really buy this ano, no, fuel gas outside. It's difficult. So for almost a month, those that has been piled in our home has been used as our fuel. So we did not worry much about it. So we just have, no, it was a great opportunity for the trees also to give us certain levels of security that we are not worried if we can cook our food, we can boil our water, and anything that has to do with cooking because it has been used. So during that COVID time, we really appreciated that we plant some trees around our home. Then number 6 is also planting trees is a free medicine. Tree will give you the energy when you are tired, sick, or even when you're struggling with depression. You remember you can hug a tree and you can really feel the difference. That's really true. Even if I just roam around the corner of our house, and then there, because it's quite stressful, even the temperature, the challenges in life, the workplace, even the work that we do, we're dealing with people, they're also having problems and they have also have challenges. So just touching the trees or hugging the trees in around, there's really a difference. Or you can just even sit or stand under the shade. No, they are really healing us, the trees. So that's from my own experience, and I think you do also experience that. But you have also to bless and pray that you're going to share the energy, the good energy of the trees, so that they would not also be exhausted, no, or they would not be drained, because humans are quite we really absorb, no, we absorb the energy because we absorb their oxygen and they absorb also our carbon dioxide, right? So number 7 is planting trees is leaving a legacy to the young. When we leave this earth, we will be remembered because the trees will provide them food, cooling shade, flood control, learnings, fuels, and medicines. I can just remember in the early times in PCUP, I have this coworker. Her name is Rosario Faderan. She already left the body. But during that time, we always ask from Senro, from DENR, some fruit trees. So there is this pomelo, no? Pomelo tree, or how do you call it, grapefruit, that that was ano ba? That was left at the back of our office. Then it started to grow, so we did not move it. We just put it some water, some soil there, and everything that's around the office. Now it has really become a big tree, and it has given a shade. And even we share the fruits, and because we do some organic juice, because nearby is a composting area at the back of our office, So the fruits now are becoming sweet. And then one lunch break, we have this conversation and we really appreciated the tree and we enjoyed it very much. And then we remember my coworker, Rose Faderan, and we said, this tree is made possible because Rose Faderan made a tree planting activity and then it was left in our office. And it grows. And even the younger ones, the new employees of PCUP, are also enjoying that fruit. And it's quite amazing. And that classic example or simple experience that we have. So if we plant trees, it could be a legacy to the next generation. We could not really enjoy it much, but the next generation will enjoy it and will remember us of that simple effort of planting trees or planting fruit trees wherever and whenever possible. That is my 6 obvious reasons why planting trees should be a way of life. We may know these facts, but sometimes knowing is not enough, right? It should be backed up by actions because through actions, we begin to understand fully. No? Doing by action is learning. Any comments? So please follow at Marilu Tarona at TikTok and Mamilu on Instagram or scan my QR code to check on the latest updates in my social media. This ends our Ask Mamilu episode 10 part 3 Planting Trees and Climate Change series. So please follow at Marilu Tarona at TikTok and Mamilu on Instagram or scan my QR code to check on the latest updates in my social media. This ends our Ask Mamilu episode 10 part 3 Planting Trees and Climate Change series. This is Mamilu saying, Daghang salamat. Thank you for welcoming me to your space, wherever you are, and see you next Sunday. Bye-bye. Happy Sunday. Bye-bye.